Hello and welcome back to a new video. I'm cooking spaghetti and it smells so good. I put like white wine vinegar in with the noodles, garlic, oil, red pepper flakes, all the good stuff. So you just boil your noodles, boil the pasta, there you go. And boil it 1 minute less. Why is it so hard for me to say boil, but whatever. Boil it 1 minute less than what you're supposed to, and then you put it into a pan eventually, and you pour like this mixture that you have like in a saucepan, a small saucepan. You have like oil, minced garlic, you have oregano, you can do parsley, basil, like basically anything you want, but I think the key ingredients is the oil, the garlic, and you must have white wine vinegar. Oh, and you can have balsamic vinegar too as well. Smells so good. So like once you're boiling the noodles and you take them out a minute early, you drain them and you put them into a big pan over here. You pour that oil mixture with all the seasonings over it, and then you cook it. Smells so good. I'm just trying to like thin out my sauce a little bit. I can't think of what it's called. Rendering it. I don't even know. I know what I'm doing. I just don't know how to describe what I'm doing. But here's the pasta. It smells so good. I've got to turn it down in a little bit, but oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm going to turn it down, but it smells amazing. And then I've got my oven preheated because I'm going to be putting this French bread, garlic bread in the oven. Anyways, so if you're tired of your pasta just tasting like worms, you can do that. Or actually, the way I'm doing it is meant for not even having a red sauce at all. But I was like, you know what, I'm going to mix the two ideas together because I feel like the pasta, like, once you pour the sauce on, it's a little overpowering, but you do still taste like a lot more flavor, in my opinion. At least the way I'm doing it, it tastes good. I'm cooking the sauce down. That's what I was trying to say. There is a word for it. What is it, you guys? Tell me. All right, there's that. I just put it in there for 5 minutes. Well, a little less. And then in this, so what I used to do is I would always put onion and garlic, like no matter what, like if it's actual powders and stuff, I would combine them. But I've decided, like, I think for spaghetti, something about like putting as much onion and garlic as I do and not tasting either one, it's almost like they cancel each other out. I don't know how to explain it. Like you hardly taste either one of them. You taste them, it's just not the same. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to do garlic. So I have garlic, the minced garlic. I dipped my little brush that you use to like spread, like a sauce brush. I dipped it into the jar of that and just like spread it all over after I did that with the butter. And then I put oregano or like an Italian seasoning blend. And then I sprinkled a little bit of cheese on top. And this is French bread. And then... yeah, so, and then I have the minced garlic in here as well. So, but now I'm just waiting for Earl to get home. And dinner is done. Roxy wants out. How does it feel to want? He's letting her out right now. Earl's home. So, anyways, we're going to eat soon. I asked Julian to bring home some ice cream, vanilla ice cream, and then whatever ice cream he wants, and then I'll pay him back. Like, I have money for him here when he comes back. Because I have green food coloring. Today's actually St. Patrick's Day. So when you see this, it's probably the next day. So happy late St. Patrick's Day. I'm making spaghetti on that day. Anyways, asked him to do that because then we can make milkshakes that are green. Good morning. It's a new day. I don't know what happened, but there was dinner. It's like, this is why my vlogs are all over the place. Because I don't know... like what happened. I don't know. My son Julian cleaned the kitchen last night, so I'm not going to film him cleaning the kitchen. I probably have before, but I just don't really do that anymore. So long story short, my dog, one of my dogs, I don't know, I think it was Roxy, last night actually, like Julian will wait. So Roxy sleeps in his room, and if he wakes up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, he leaves his door to his bedroom open. And she'll like walk around until like he says, come on, let's go back to bed. And I think she pooped. Because it definitely wasn't Jack. Because kind of TMI, but when he goes poop, he walks. So it was just all in one spot, not all over the place. So that was actually a good thing. But it was on the carpet, the little rug in Jalen's play area. So I have clips from, not really from cleaning it, but I have clips of that, and I'll share right here. So I was not going to actually share this. I already started. I was just going to finish it and tell you guys I did it. But I was like, well, I might as well just tell them. I'm not going to film myself doing it. But this is what I'm working on. I already went through one whole batch. One whole tank of this cleaner for that whole side and like this little section. Because that's where he did it. It was over there. So I'm like, awesome, right? Maybe I should just flip it just because I'm still grossed out. Like, how well does this actually clean? It seems good, but poop on carpet, I don't know. Honestly, it makes me want to throw it away because that's just nasty. But honestly, knowing me, I probably will flip it after I'm done. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. And yeah, fun times. I'm just like, well, I know what I'm doing at least, right? That's a good thing. Jay's over here. I have like Amazon. So we have a smart TV and I have Amazon on. And I swear I picked Daniel Tiger, but now it's Alma's way. So as long as she's watching it, I guess it's fine. But it's just strange. They keep changing what is next, you know. Anyways, that's what I'm using. I don't know. It works good. It doesn't have like the best smell, but it does work good. But now, I guess I had no choice but to shampoo the carpet. Isn't that funny how you don't plan on doing things and then you just have to do them? But it's nice because I have no excuse to like sit around and do nothing. I don't really have an excuse anyways, but I'm telling you, some days I will sit around and be like, it doesn't really need to be done. I do that pretty often, or I have been doing that often in the past, and I'm trying to change that habit because like there's always something that could be done, especially when you're a mom, or if you're I was gonna say a housekeeper. If you're a mom but like your kids are grown, like if you're taking care of a house, there's always something. Like if you think you've done everything you can do, look around again. But it's okay because it keeps me busy, you know. What, babe? Okay. She's talking on the phone. Are you taking my heartbeat? Boom, 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 boom. Anyways, back to reality. Whoop, there goes gravity. It's not back to reality. Whoop, there goes gravity. Anyways, I don't know why I always think of that when I hear the word reality. I used my Crosswave and cleaned the floors. And as of right now, Jay is asleep. Julian went to work. I made them breakfast this morning. I made bacon, eggs, and what else did I make? Pancakes. So it was really good. And then I got really full, and then I just kind of like had to do all that. So I did the floors after that, and then now I'm honestly tired. I don't know what this video is meant to be, but as of right now, it's just hanging out. So oh well. And I can't do anything fun. Well, I was going to say I can't do anything fun because my daughter's asleep, which makes no sense. It's totally backwards from what normal moms would say. But you know what I mean. I feel like you're not going to see her anytime soon. I'm trying to let Jack in. He doesn't want to come in. But she needed a nap, so she passed out, actually. She isn't laid down for a nap. She is taking a nap. You know what I mean? Like, she's actually asleep, so I put her in bed. But it's a beautiful day. Our house blew over. This house, anyways. So I don't know the last time that I shared the size of the Oscars. I don't think I have since I got them, unless you guys just randomly seen them, but they're getting big. They'll get a lot bigger than that too. Look at them. Are you hungry? Daddy feeds you at nighttime and a little in the morning, but you look hungry now, huh? Yeah, you look hungry now. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I was gonna fold laundry, I swear. But if this is a really good excuse to not to. Look how cute. I'm not gonna disturb her. Shh, I thought about it. No, I didn't. I really wasn't gonna fold this. Well, I did consider it, but you know what? I'm not gonna worry about laundry. There's dishes all over the place, but I know those things will get done today, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I figure my daughter's asleep. I can do those things when she's awake. But I did get some of the exact bare paint that I used in the boys' rooms, the bathrooms, to paint agreeable gray, because I had this mixed to agreeable gray. This is brand new. So I'm thinking I'm gonna paint this wall, not so much because it has these spots, but because I want this wall to look like how the bathroom walls look. And the best way to see this true color of like how it actually looks is to paint it on a wall that doesn't really get as much sun, and then you will see the difference. But so here's an overview of the wall. I've got to take down all the curtains and stuff. Let me turn on a light. It doesn't really do it any justice, but also I could open those curtains back there, even though it's, but that's what it looks like. And if I could go up close, that's what it looks like. And this was where our fish tank used to be, so that's why I couldn't get that area. But I'm gonna take down everything I have to take down, which is just the clock and the wire and then the curtain rods, and then get to work. Shouldn't take that long with the right size roller that I have. Okay, I took everything down and I just wiped the walls, so I'm waiting for everything to dry. But now that the table's out of the way, you can see a lot more of what I'm talking about. Like, there's just, it wasn't a good enough coat, and you could see like white through it, like white little speckles. I'm trying to like see what I saw earlier. I don't know, there's a lot of parts where you can just tell I did a horrible job. There's nothing else to say for it, except I just did not do a good job. I can understand behind the fish tank, but like above it, I don't know if I couldn't reach it, and I don't see how, but yeah.
Take me to
just like that. You have a wall that's painted. I didn't get in like little areas, but I have to actually get my daughter up. She just woke up, so I'm out of breath. It was way faster than the little roller. Go figure. When I laid Jalen down, I wanted to take a nap, and take a nap too. But I was like, I don't want today to go by where I don't paint something. Not a picture, you know, but a wall. I had to do something, because I need to start. I have all the stuff I need. That was like the key. And then, yeah, what else was gonna say? I'll show you a quick before of what it looked like, even though it's not done yet, and then I'll show you what it looks like now. Okay, and that is what it looks like now, even though it's kind of hard to tell over here. But you can see the line in the kitchen, and I know, yes, it'll darken as it dries, but I feel like this is more of that creamy tone that I've been missing. I don't think it's as light as the back door there, or the back wall there with the barn door, but I kind of felt like it was lighter than the last color when I painted that wall with the brick, but it wasn't like the actual color that I liked. So then I was like brainstorming, looking at my YouTube videos and all that. But anyways, maybe I'll pop up a before like on the screen here as you're looking at it done. And then if you can tell a difference, but I definitely see it. But anyways, I'm going to get my daughter and take a break. Okay, I went and picked up Jay's, got the dishes done. These are dirty, so they're ready for dinner tonight. After dinner, just fill it and then run it. And then I got lasagna. We're having an easy night tonight. Those I just hand washed. And then I just folded that laundry. Everything's still pulled out because I'm kind of tempted to just leave it out tonight. That way I can just go to it tomorrow. Go ahead and start, like, I'm going to be caulking and painting and stuff. I'm going to be giving these away because she does not like overalls, and then that outfit's a teeny tiny bit on the small side. It fits her, but it's just like if she reaches up, like her sleeves go up. I don't know, I just don't, like, it'll work, but I want to get rid of it. Good morning, it's a new day. So I've come to a little hiccup. So I was caulking around the window right here by the island, and I totally forgot. I was thinking, like, why is there a bunch of gaps? I need a trim piece. And luckily, remember, I got a piece of trim a long time ago and I was going to use it for something. Can't remember right now. But I made a cut on it and I screwed up, so then I couldn't use it. And I was thinking, like, I'll use that. I was going to use the original trim piece that went there, but I noticed it's broke off on one side, so it won't even work. But, so I'm going to be cutting some trim. I'm going to turn you around and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this window right here, I just caulked everything, and I was thinking, okay, I'm ready to paint the second coat of paint because I wanted to caulk first. And then I was looking under here to see, like, if I had missed anything, and I was like, oh shoot, I forgot, because those big gaps, and I'm like, why would they do it like that? And then I see the nails, I'm like, oh, that's right, there was supposed to be a piece of trim. Sorry about the lighting, but so I'm going to be doing that. And if you're wondering why the wall right here, let me lighten it up. Why the wall right here has all these like dirty looking marks, that is from me caulking in the lines. There was a bunch of splits, so I wanted to fill those gaps from a long time ago. So that's what that's from. It's from painting before caulking, knowing that I was going to paint over it again, and I just never did, and so I just lived with it looking like this, which is gross. Also, eventually that will be painted, so everything will look nice, but I'm working on little things today, like little details with caulking, and I'm just focusing on one thing at a time. Normally I jump all over the place, but I'm kind of tired of feeling like I have a ton of unfinished walls. So I'm trying to focus mainly on this wall, but also caulking. So knowing that I have to caulk, I might as well try my hardest to, I think I only have one thing of caulk. I don't know where the rest went. So it might be pointless starting, but no, it's never pointless starting. But I might not finish the cutouts in the living room. These right here. And also it needs paint. I was tempted to put a larger piece of wood that goes down, like a bigger piece of trim, either taking this one off and adding my own that's bigger on each one. That way when the couch is up against the wall, it's hitting a piece of wood instead of the wall. So if we were to slide it out, it's just sliding on the wood, which yes, it might rub paint off of the wood, but I'd prefer that than the wall itself. I just feel like it's just worse on a wall. But anyways, this whole thing needs to be repainted on, you know, both sides really bad. And eventually I'll be getting to the missing trim pieces, because I do have a piece of trim that I can cut all the little tiny missing pieces for. So, but I'm kind of working on things that desperately need paint right now. And then I will get down, you know, kind of top to bottom, but things that are needing stuff right now. So I'm doing walls that need stuff, and then I will work my way to all the trim one step at a time. I'm just trying to take it, you know, slowly. I'm not trying to rush it. By the way, today is the last day of winter. It is the 19th. Tomorrow is officially the first day of spring, and I just feel it. I feel good. Like, I don't care if it's a cloudy day, at least I know it's spring. You know, like, that's a good feeling, because a cloudy day or like a sunny day in the winter, it's like deep down you're like, well, it's still winter though. You appreciate the sun, but it's not the same. Just being in the season, I don't know. I'm a person that needs the sunshine to thrive, and just knowing that it's in that season will make me feel a lot better. But I just feel good. I'm happy that I finally found the paint colors and everything I need, and I'm feeling really good about that. Also, the TV's really loud. My daughter's watching Bubble Guppies. But Earl and I have been together for 10 years, which is crazy. I don't know if I said that or not in this video, but I posted about it on like Facebook and I believe Instagram. And also, I'm going to be 40. I'm going to be 40 on Saturday. So I don't know if like I'm having a midlife crisis. I honestly think like if there was a midlife crisis that I had, like if I had one at all, it was probably when I got a dog, when I just randomly brought home ducks, when I got a dog, when I randomly got a Mustang. It was probably then. And a motorcycle. Kind of all around the same time. Well, fairly close together. I did all those things that are kind of like, not really unlike me, it's just kind of a lot of weird things all at once, just like randomly just getting all these things that actually cost money. But I would say I'm past the whole midlife crisis thing, but also that would mean I'm not going to live that long. So I'm going to say no. I'm going to have it in my 50s. But anyways, I just feel kind of weird saying that I'm going to be 40 on Saturday. What in the world? 40 years old with a 2.5-year-old daughter, a 20-year-old son who will be 21 this year, a 15-year-old son who will be 16 this year. He's going to start driving. It's just like crazy how life works out, you know. So if you are not in the situation that you want to be in your life, just keep pushing forward, because things do get better. They really do. But you have to want them to get better, and you can't just sit around and wait for things to happen. You need to strive for that. So just focus on the good. That has helped me through so much. It sounds like a little tiny thing, but focusing on anything good, and I mean like physical things or just things that you think about, if you just focus on things that are good around you, you're going to train your brain to do the same. So anyways, I don't know where that came from, but yeah, focus on the good. Okay, so this is a trim piece. I already cut it and put it up. And then it got me thinking about the small trim pieces that are missing around my house, and I'll show you where. One little piece right there is missing on each side of the fridge. I have a piece of trim missing right here by the front door. And then down by Jace's door, I have a piece right there and a piece that needs to go in right there. So 2 pieces right there. So what I was kind of thinking is, in the time that it takes for caulk to dry, which is 2 hours that I have to wait for the paint that I'm using, which is latex paint, it would be 24 hours that I'd have to wait for it to dry if I'm using oil paint, but it's latex. So anyways, long story short, that is what I could be doing, is I could caulk around the window cutouts and hope that I have enough. Just make it stretch as much as I can. because I still can't find any more tubes, and I swear I had more, but it's fine. So after I do that, while I'm waiting for it to dry, I could be cutting the trim, nailing in the trim, and that way when I go get more caulk, I can caulk that trim, and then I can go in another day, and by the time like I'm ready to paint the trim, it's all ready to go. So I was like, okay, light bulb moment. So I'm gonna pull out the couch, and I'm scared to see what's under there behind that couch at the cutout wall. And what's funny is when you're doing things like painting and stuff, it's like you're also spring cleaning, because you have to wipe the walls down, you have to wipe the trim down, you have to pull furniture out, and most of the time, unless you just really aren't feeling it, but most of the time you're gonna sweep or vacuum or something, mop, clean behind that as well. So it's like every time I paint a wall, like I feel like I'm just cleaning in that little area, you know? And, you know, once you start cleaning, it just kind of keeps going. So it just feels really good, because when you're painting, it's already like a little home refresh, but it's also spring cleaning. So it's like that and then some. But it feels good. I feel really happy. And I hope this motivates you guys to get little things done around your house that you've been putting off, because a little bit goes a long way. So my baby girl is currently sitting on this couch. Hi, baby. So I'm going to try to figure out how I'm going to scoot this out, because I got to get it completely out. I'm just going to, well, I'm going to have to move the dog too. And there's dirty socks. So real life, our house is not clean, but we're getting there. I'm worrying about projects right now. So anyways, I'm going to pull this out, and I'm going to start caulking, and then I will get to the trim. Hello, kitty. Nasty socks. Dog food. Get out of there, baby. What's up? Oh, baby, are you okay? Okay, already just pushing this thing over, it's just like, I can already tell. It is gross, and there's feathers everywhere. So, I'm going to start sweeping. Okay, I almost just swept it up before showing you guys, but there was actually a lot more. I found a ton of toys, like Lincoln Logs, a little bingo toy from Bluey, and cars, and play food and stuff, and then actual like gummies, or like those like fruit snack things. There was a ton of stuff, so that's gross.
Don't know where to waste my nights. You can come here, join a real low life. Hiding our heads on the pillows. Wonder what real friends are made of. Not gonna leave, been stuck for a while. Drinking from the get-go till I'm too smile. Hiding my head on the pillows. Wonder what your friends are made of. Don't be sorry for being honest. Sure you know I'm a fight, but I'ma let go. hours. My brain moves light speed. Don't mean no lie with me. And I wanna get high with it. Do you wanna be part of it? Lately, my heart's been in the backseat, waiting for a way, for the wonderful life. Hurt me, don't care, I only fall free. Aching all my life, for the wonderful times. Everything I do, everything I say, I don't really change, I'm just still the same. I lose control, I lose control. Every time I care, every time I swear, I don't want your praise underneath the air. I lose control, I lose
That's good enough, huh? Okay, get down, baby girl. Okay, so it's actually been a few hours to where I laid my daughter down for a nap, and I decided to go ahead and cut all that trim, and then I caulked as much stuff as I could caulk, and I'm feeling pretty good, but I think I need to call it quits for right now. But I'm going to show you what I did. So there's the piece of trim on each side of the fridge. Now, the only problem I see with this trim is the fact that the other trim, I did not paint white. I painted it the same color as the cabinets. So if I were to go in and paint it white, that would take care of the problem of not having this paint color, but it would just look really odd. I think it would look weird because there's no white at all in this kitchen, and that would be the only white, so it just actually wouldn't go good. So one or two options that I have are color match, which would be the easiest, or pick a different color and just repaint my kitchen. It does need paint anyways, and that's a whole project. But the only reason my kitchen took forever last time is because I took all the paint off of here and refinished the wood cabinets, and those are done. So I don't know, that's just a thought, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. I have current problems, so that's taken care of. And that one as well. And I actually put a nail in this trim here, a few down there because it was kind of loose, and I caulked there and there because for some reason apparently the couch was still there when I was caulking around the windows, and I just didn't do this, so I did that. And I cleaned everything beforehand too, and I cleaned this whole side of the wall, all the trim here, all around the door, and I caulked here. There's the other piece right there. It's filthy everywhere, but caulked this whole piece. All the trim needs to be wiped down as well. Another day I wiped as much as I could to where, anyways, you know, where I was caulked, or yeah, where I had to caulk, but there's those two pieces, and I caulked there as well. But anyways, I feel like when I'm not motivated at all, there are some days where I'm like, I just can't get motivated. But projects and stuff, the way I get motivated is I tell myself it's just one thing at a time. They all add up. All these little things add up. Like if I were to caulk, if I told myself, oh, I'm going to caulk all the trim, I probably wouldn't want to start. But if I told myself, oh, I'm going to caulk this little area or this one piece, more often than not, you're going to continue to keep going. So if you just tell yourself, oh, I have to just do this little tiny task, you can either quit if you're still feeling like quitting after, but I can almost guarantee that once you start, you're going to want to keep going. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I don't know how long it is, but I was going to say it's kind of short. It's not ending where I wanted it to, but I do feel like I need a break. I think it's the crawling around and stuff. Like, I should work out. I really should. I'm almost 40. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope it motivated you. And if I do continue, I will film what I do from now on. Not every single thing, but like you will see me doing a little bit of whatever I'm doing. You know, like cut and chop or whatever. I can't think of what I'm thinking. I can't say what I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm thinking. or bits and pieces, you know. But anyways, I hope it motivated you, and if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a heart down in the comments below, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.